You want to buy your first equine horse, but you don't know how to proceed. Let's break it down for you. To get an understanding of the type of horse you want, you need to understand the attributes. Let's look at this horse here. On the bottom left you can see some information. This is a male horse with a copper bay collar. It is 2-year-old and it has different stats, which put together add up to 142 points in total. FYI, the average is 131 total stats, so this one is slightly above average. Something to remember is that horses grow. What you buy now is just the start. There is this nice article about growth on the Equine website. It explains the different phases a horse goes through. To simplify, between 0 and 6 years old, the horse stats improve every year. You will also be able to train your horse, which means that if the horse you buy has a very weak stat, you could train it to compensate. So what you buy now actually still has a lot of potential. What's worth noting is that the horse dies at age 18. If it's a pioneer horse, you receive a token that you can reroll into a completely new pioneer horse. This means completely random stats, random color and random gender. It will also be born as a 2-year-old, so you can race it right away. And it will also produce a token when it dies. For this reason alone, all pioneer horses are very valuable in the long term. You don't need to buy a new horse every time one dies. So okay, your horse stats will grow, but what are they exactly? There's another article going over this. Stats are divided between physical and mental stats. Physical stats are visible, and that's what people are looking at to value horses. The more stats, the more expensive it is. To make it simple, you can compare a horse to a car. Speed is the maximum speed you can reach. Acceleration is how fast you can reach that speed. Stamina is the size of the tank. Endurance is your fuel consumption. And agility has to do with how fast you can drive in bad conditions. There are also mental stats, but these ones are hidden. You won't see actual stat points. They have to do with the horse's behavior, and the only way to know is to watch and analyze your horse's races. Here, the only thing to remember is that whatever your horse mental stats are, you can influence the behavior by pairing your horse with a jockey, so you have some level of control over this. This also means you may want to pick up a few jockeys. Now that you know what stats are, the question is, what do you intend to do with your horse? Let's look at racing first. Here you want to look at the stat distribution. For instance, if your horse has very high acceleration and speed, it will be more suited for short races. And if it has low agility, you won't put it in bad weather or race tracks with hard turns. You need to plan already what kind of races you will participate in, and which stats you will target with training. This is very important. Equine is a game of skill. Don't go all in randomly. The best players will be the ones who think and analyze, not the ones with the strongest horses on paper. If you're looking into breeding your horse, there are a few things to bear in mind. First, you can switch your horse to breeding from age 3. When you do so, its full adult stats are revealed, but you cannot race with it anymore. Then there's a big difference between colts, male horses, and fillies, female horses. If you own a colt, you will receive 5 stud vouchers per month. These are NFTs that you can sell to people who want to breed with your horse. If you own a filly, you will have to buy one of those stud vouchers, plus you will have to pay a breeding fee, which is estimated between 100 and 200 ADA. The good thing is that you get to keep the baby horse. Of course, if you own both, you only need to pay the breeding fee. I expect the market to be flooded with stud vouchers. Stallions with high stats, excellent track records or rare colors will be the most sought after, and it may be difficult to compete. If you own a filly, you can pick your partner and potentially create a foal that will be even better than its father. And then you're the one selling stud vouchers. So as you can see, the market will be dynamic and no horse will stay on top all the time. If you plan to go heavy on breeding, I recommend getting a Pioneer Pass to enjoy breeding discounts and extra stud vouchers every month. You can check my video about this pass, link in the description. There are 2 good resources to pick a horse. The first one is CNFT Tools. Choose Sort by Price in the drop-down to see all horses which are for sale. Then use the filters on the left to narrow down your search. Here, for instance, I am looking for horses above the average of 131 total stats. Looks like there are some good deals to be had. Another great resource is JPS Twitter and Discord. JPS is a community member who has been watching the market since day one. He releases charts, such as this one, showing the floor price depending on how many total starts a horse has. It is very useful to snipe good horses. I highly recommend to give him a follow and join his Discord. His Twitter handle is in the description. To sum up, the horse you buy depends on what you intend to do with it. Stats are the basis for valuation at the moment, but that's just a partial picture. It will be on you to unlock your horse's full potential. Expensive high stats and rare colors are for people with a plan and a budget. But you can also just buy any horse to play and enjoy the game. Do some free races, create a guild with your friends, watch races together and enjoy yourself. Games are made to have fun. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to say thanks, just like, comment and subscribe. Until next time.